This is Yim, and you're tuning into Cool Story Bro. This podcast is brought to you by Showroom Skate, your one-stop shop for all things related to skate. Link in the description below. Welcome back to another episode of Cool Story Bro. Today I'm with Gebo.
Hello.
From Fly FM.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm all right. Not bad. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, all good, man. I've been wanting you to come on, but time is tight. Well, so for those who don't know who you are, can you just please explain, just a little bit about yourself?
I'm
summary.
I'm a part-time male exotic dancer.
Whoa. For which club?
No, I'm freelance.
Oh, yeah. So you're on call, yeah?
Yeah, you can find my ads in Muda. It's under the car section. I don't know why. No, I'm a radio announcer on Fly FM. I've been with Fly FM for like close to 10 years now, like nine years. 9 years.
So I've been listening to you when I was in college, man.
Oh man,
bruh. To be honest, I've never thought I'll see myself interviewing anyone from the radio.
What?
I never thought to see myself doing this even.
Oh yeah.
Like the whole thing here. Like I never. Everyone, as I progress every time,
right,
with new guests and stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, actually, I get to talk to all these like, people from different industries,
right,
who does different things. It's really like, when I got Ryan on, I was like, oh, a little bit starstruck, not because I'm a fan, just
right,
that, I never thought I'll see myself talking to, people who are like, literally everyone listens to your voice. Well, a lot of people listen to
right,
you guys on the radio.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, wow, I used to just listen to you guys, now I get to talk to you guys.
Now it's a face-to-face thing, man.
Right?
Face-to-face.
I honestly never knew what you guys like. Because I met you, the first time I met you was in House of Events.
Right.
Yeah, that was the first time I met you. Like
right.
I didn't know what Ryan looked like. I knew about Ryan because
yeah,
of his name. Like,
right,
yeah, I just didn't know what he looked like. So when I was like, oh, he's the Fly FM guy. Like, he used to be in radio. He's Hits, right? Last time, Hits. Then he's like, I was like, really? He's that dude? I was like, oh shit. I cannot put that face into his like.
Yeah, you can't match the voice or the face, right?
Yeah. So when I see this, I was like, oh shit, really? Oh, I never knew.
Oh, was it disappointment or what?
No. No, it was okay.
Oh,
it was okay.
shit,
There was no disappointment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's cool, man.
That's good. What's your podcast about?
A podcast is about cool stories. So it doesn't have to be a cool story about your work. It can be a cool story from like random things, even.
Cool stories.
Yeah. So
right,
so maybe you can tell me like, okay lah. Maybe I'll make it easier for you.
Yeah.
So what is you've been doing radio for 10 years, right?
Yeah, close to
10.
So
what is the worst experience you've had in that 10 years? What was the worst thing? Absolutely, like you're like, oh my god, like this shit again is like, this is just bad.
I gotta say, it like doing radio, right? For the amount of years that I've been doing, I did every single shift.
Yep.
So when I first started, I think it was in 2010, close to 2011, and I was just a part-timer. They hired me as a part-timer, and when you're a part-timer back then, you would get graveyard shift.
Yep.
So basically, I was on air from like 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. when nobody listens to you on Saturday and Sundays. So that was like, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be on national radio. Everyone listen to me. And they're like, what time? I'm like 3 to 7 a.m. on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. And they're like, no, thanks. No, thank you. It was a struggle because when you were, how old was I back then? That was like, I was 25.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like around 25. So when you're 25 years old and, you want to party on Friday nights and Saturday nights and Sunday nights. So what I would do is I would like go out, party with my friends. And then by 2:30, roll straight into the studio at 3 a.m. and just do a talk set. Hey, guys, welcome to Fly FM. And just not sleep, just power through and just sleep during the day.
Damn.
Yeah, it was very unpleasant because I had to do that for like the first 6 months on radio, and I was still training.
Yeah.
The people that were training me were just coming in and out, so I wasn't like trained properly on radio.
Yeah.
So sometimes there would be like mistakes, like I wasn't supposed to play that song, or I maybe had said something that I shouldn't have said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
And as soon as you say something that you're not supposed to say, everyone listens to you. No matter what time it is,
that's true.
Everyone listens to you. I even got a call from my boss, CEO, Sealan Paul. This was like the first week on radio. And he was like, he called me while I was on air, and I completely just panicked. And I stopped everything. He calls me, Gebo? And I'm like, yes, boss. You're doing great. And then he just hung up.
What was it that you said that made him call you?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't
So you
know.
didn't know where was the thing that got you like
All I know is that it was just my first week on radio, and I was probably talking stupid cock nonsense.
Yeah.
And he was just calling to check up on me. It was on I think it was on a Sunday afternoon at that one point. But my heart was racing because when you see your boss calling you while you're on air, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Like, he'll wait to call you after your show.
It makes more sense, eh?
Right.
Yeah.
So I just completely panicked, and then from then on, I was just like, okay, you know what? I gotta get my act together. I gotta have a syllabus. So when I was doing radio for the first 2 years, I was writing out my talk sets. Yeah. I was writing out what I was gonna say, just so I wouldn't fumble, or just so that I knew what I was gonna say each and every single time. So I was more precise and more concise with my words.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a struggle, man. When you don't get proper training, that's what you gotta do. You gotta train yourself, right?
But if you think about it, like at least even for me, right, because I used to work in advertising, so when I got in, I had no training, so I had zero experience. Just went in, they threw me under the bus, and just gotta like fucking just wing the fucking entire thing on my own.
Yeah, that's right.
And you learn quick though, if you think about it. So I mean, granted, if you probably learn from somebody, it probably take a bit longer.
Yeah,
I feel like doing it just gotta pick up your own shit, like. There's no other choice you have, right? And I feel like that's so much more. I mean, it's tough, but at the same time, if you manage to get out of it, you're probably pretty much safe already in a way.
Yeah, correct. Because like if you learn it on your own, you do it your own style.
Do it your own way, yeah.
But if you're training under someone, you want to emulate that one person that you're training under, which is always bad.
Yep.
But I don't know. 10 years later, I'm still doing radio, so I guess I must be doing something right.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean.
Hopefully. If not, then my contract ends in November. I'm sorry. Bye-bye.
I must say this though. You have a good radio voice.
Oh, thanks.
If I close my eyes right now,
who do you see?
I don't know, man. Like Hugh Jackman or something.
Oh my god!
Like some manly dude, like a really manly.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Nah, man.
I'm just a fat piece of shit right here, right in front of your eyes.
Bruh, don't sell yourself short, bro. Come on. So like,
I'm sorry, but that's what it is. That's the reality of it. And the best part is when people find out. Like, I don't like to introduce myself as Gebo when I go out.
Yep.
When I introduce myself, I'll try to say Naguib. Naguib is my real name.
Right.
And when they find out that I'm on radio, they literally look me up and down and go, no, you're not. You're not
is there a reason why you decided to go with Gebo instead of like your real name?
So Naguib is my real name, and my late father, he used to call me Naguibo, and a lot of my friends, they would call me Giebs or Geeb. So the nickname just stuck ever since like middle school. So that was actually initially my DJ name. I used to spin records.
Oh, nice.
Because I wanted. Yeah,
I actually saw your Instagram, and I saw you like playing with vinyls and stuff like that.
Yeah, like that's how everything started. Like when I was 12 years old, I wanted to be a b-boy, but I couldn't do b-boy stuff because I was just, I was too. I don't know what it was. I couldn't dance for shit. So I was like, all right, I'm still into hip hop. Let's try graffiti writing. Couldn't do that either. I was like, okay, fuck that. Let's become a DJ. DJing's cool. Scratching is cool, and I was hooked. Ever since then, I was hooked on buying vinyl. I was hooked on battling people, learning new scratch techniques and stuff like that, and it just grew my passion for music from then on. And that's how I got my DJ name. It was just Gebo. And then when I moved here and I was on radio, they were like, "What name do you want to use?" And I was like, "Gebo. Gebo's fine."
Yeah. It's a very easy name to remember as well.
Yeah.
It's a nice ring to it, Gebo.
But a lot of people get it wrong as they call it Guibo, or they call it Guido, or they call it Debo, the imaginary dragon. I've gotten a whole list of names.
But to be honest, when I first met you as well, when I saw your Instagram, I was like, how do you pronounce his name?
Yeah, no, it's a mystery.
In Malaysia, we just say Guibo.
Yeah, people will pronounce even my name, my real name, Naguib. Yeah, it is what it is.
So for those who don't know, he used to be based in America for like a while, right?
Yeah, I was born and raised right outside Washington, D.C. Nice. I was born and raised in Virginia.
Nice.
For the first 25 years of my life, and then I moved here when I was 25.
So what was it that got you into decided that I'm just gonna like come back here, and I'm gonna get into radio? Was that the first thing you did when you came back here? No. What was the first thing you did when you came back?
No, I came back here because, long story short, my father wanted to be buried where he grew up. Right. So my father was from KL. He knew that he was dying. So I was like, all right, I'll go back to Malaysia and have your burial service right then and there. That was in 2008. And then I kind of like stuck around because I quit my job. I quit everything just to be with my dad.
Yep.
And after he died, I like kind of just stuck around KL. I didn't really know I didn't really know anyone here except for a couple people from like the Rebel Scum. I don't know if you know Rebel Scum. It's a music group. In the hip hop days, like there would always be gigs at Cloth and Clef at Changkat Bukit Bintang.
Oh, okay, I've heard of it. Places.
Yeah, and like that's where I just hung out, and then I met like people from those two, like Tricks and Naguib, and then that's when I met up with Sona One and all these people, and they just became like a really close knit family. Yeah. And then that's how I got friends, just from gigging from here to there. And one night, one of my friends offered me a job because she said she was leaving 8TV Night Live, which is a TV show right after Quickie, which is on at like 1:30 in the morning or some shit like that until 2 a.m. And she was like, you know what? We're looking for a new host. You should totally audition for it. It's at Media Prima. Come see me next weekend. And I auditioned for it, and they were like, okay, it's a competition. Yeah. You're going to be in competition with like 5 other people. The highest votes for, the contestants will win TV hosting at 8TV Night Live. So I did it, shamelessly. I got my friends to vote for me online and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, it was me and Nadia Nazir who won the competition for the new host for 8TV Night Live. This was like in 2009, I think. And since 8TV is part of Media Prima, it's connected with Fly FM, Hot FM, 1FM, and all that. So right after I got that, there's another competition. This one is for radio. It's for Flydo. It's for Fly FM announcer. They're looking for a Fly FM announcer, and this was in 2010. So that was after a year that I was hosting 8TV Night Live. And they were like, you should audition. You got a nice voice. Just go for it. So I didn't even know what Fly FM was back then. I wasn't listening to radio. I just pressed the buttons, and then I was like, oh, okay, that's an English song. Okay, that's a Malay song. I didn't even know what, I couldn't differentiate the different radio stations in Malaysia. So then there was that competition, and I entered, and that's where I met Ryan Matjarai. Yeah. So me and Ryan were both in that competition to become a Fly FM announcer.
Oh, shit.
So we had, but we became instant friends, as soon as we met each other. We were both, from overseas. We never lived in Malaysia, but we came back to kind of like have a taste of what our parents, they grew up here. So might as well, we should try it as well. Yeah. So we entered the competition, Flydo 2010. We were the top 5. And at the end of the day, we both lost the competition. We didn't even win.
So who won?
It was JD Lok.
JD. Oh, right.
Yeah, it was JD, and she won it. And after the competition, they kind of like consoled us and was like, you know what, you guys made it top 5. It's all good. Yeah. Don't worry about it. There are other things in store for you. And they were right, because after a week after that competition, the boss called us and was like, hey, come in. We want you to do weekends, part-time. And I was like, okay, it's not a full-time gig, so why not? I'll still be on radio. And I did part-time gigs for the weekends at Fly FM for like a year and a half. Because I didn't get full-time at Fly FM until 2012. Right. So I was doing the weekend shows or just filling in for like people for about a year and a half at Fly.
I never really knew how this whole radio thing works, Like,
no, I mean, but the way how I got into it, it was like, it's not normally a competition. Yeah. So it was just, I was there at the right place at the right time, right? Because everyone always asked me like, how do I get into radio? I want to get into radio. And I'm like, honestly, I don't know, man. Like I didn't even win a competition. I got into radio. That's true. But I entered the competition, and to be honest, you just have to know people.
Yeah, it's really connections, right?
Yeah, it's really connections.
I remember many years ago, I can't remember, a decade over, Hits FM used to do like contests to look for the next host or something. Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know how those works, to be honest, but
It's just if they imagine so Flydo was a competition for just that.
Yep.
Flydo was a competition for the next Fly FM announcer to do their night show.
mm-hmm.
So what you do is, I think you have to submit your application, which is on the website, and then there will be auditions held.
Right.
I remember I had to go to Sri Pentas to do the audition, and there was a camera in front. So it's like American Idol almost. Whereas you have these judges who are Fly FM announcers, and also maybe one of our bosses and stuff like that, and also this camera that just keeps rolling the people who are auditioning for Flydo. So you can just imagine the nerves.
Yeah.
The nerves are there. If you find the tape, I will legit shit my pants, because I remember the audition that I did was just so fucking bad. I was stumbling. I was so nervous. I was trembling because I had a script, and they were like, "Okay, can you read this script?" And then I put on like this announcer-ish voice, and they're like, no, just use your normal voice. And I couldn't differentiate what normal was then, because I was so nervous. So I just kept doing the stupid like Ryan Seacrest announcer voice, and like, no, we don't want that. But yeah, man, you have to go through that audition, and then after that you'll get a call back, and then maybe or the Flydo was the top 5. So they, out of the hundreds of people that audition, only 5 made the cut.
Well, that's actually a lot of people.
It's a lot, man. I remember the wait was the entire day. I had a girlfriend at the time, and she was fucking starving. I remember because we went in the morning, and I was like, "Don't worry, baby, we'll be done by lunchtime."
Oh, shit.
Dude, we didn't leave until 6 p.m.
Damn,
So we were there for like 9 hours.
But it's a good thing, being able to stay longer. That's a good thing, right? It means you're progressing further than most.
I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's just like you're stuck in a rut. I don't know what it is.
So like my theory on, this is what I know about radio announcers, right?
Yeah.
So this is what I think they're doing. So those who maybe the morning show, right?
Yeah.
So you guys record the day before.
No,
it's live.
it's live. Okay. So what we do is we prep the day before.
Right.
So if today is a Wednesday, we'll prep for tomorrow's show, which is a Thursday, and then say we have different features on different days.
Yep.
We'll be like, okay, those have to be pre-recorded. The features that you hear,
Like those
Like
prank calls and shit, right?
yeah, like those are all pre-recorded a day beforehand and all edited.
Yep.
But if it's a topic, those are all live.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I listen to radio in the morning, so
Yeah.
I'm actually listening to you guys right there. And then,
We're doing a live show.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
But the toughest part of it is like, so you guys have to do your own homework, right?
Yes.
So whatever topics you guys want to talk about, you guys have to decide.
Yes.
So who filters it? So let's say like
so we have a producer.
Uh-huh.
So like for instance, right now we have RD, and then we also have Hafiz and myself,
yeah.
Flies AM Mayhem, and then we have our producer Nicole, who will tell us what we can talk about, and she'll tell us if it's a good topic or not, and she'll basically help us string everything together, and we just talk about it.
Right.
So she is basically the mastermind.
She structures everything for you guys.
Exactly. So she has her own prep. She tells us what to talk about at a certain time. So there's actually a syllabus, or there's a prep, and we have to go by that prep.
Damn.
Yeah. Just like boom, 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 boom.
But is it like tough though, looking for shit to talk about?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
But the best talk sets are the ones that are close to you.
Yep.
Meaning like we've experienced it. So that's why we like to always catch up on Monday.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, so what the fuck happened to you guys over the weekend?
Oh, so you guys talked about each other's like.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then we'll be like, oh man, I had this fucking horrible date. And they're like, what happened? Okay. And then they're like, can we talk about it on air? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. So usually when we talk about our date stories or our life stories over the weekend, it's coming from us, man. It's all genuine. Like we don't fake calls. We don't do any of that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I honestly thought they always record it before, so they can like clean up whatever it is that you guys are not supposed to say live.
Okay, so it's kind of like half live, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we will record our talk sets, but we're doing it during the show.
Yep.
So yes, in a sense, whereas it's pre-recorded, yes and no. So we're doing it in between songs.
Right.
Especially, yeah.
Okay.
Especially if we have to take a call in between songs. That's how it works.
So like personally for you, how do you think radio is doing like in 2020?
I mean, it's a struggle, but we're still here.
Yeah.
When you go to your car, a lot of people, a lot of Malaysians actually don't have Spotify.
Yeah.
The majority don't have Spotify, even though it's so cheap to have Spotify Premium. People still listen to radio. Not the majority. I mean, actually, yes, the majority still, because we're thinking urban. If we're thinking like KL, Penang, I would say majority still listens to their Spotify or listens to something else, you know?
Yep.
But for the majority, you got to think of the rural folks, the kampung folks.
Yeah.
They still listen to radio. So that's why we're still like alive. But TV, man, TV's dying.
TV is dying hard, bro.
Like, it's bad.
Netflix and all these guys are just like destroying everyone. Man.
Exactly. Like, what's the first thing you do? Not the first thing, but when you go home, right? You don't open your TV anymore. You open Netflix, or
even if you do open your TV, you open your TV for Netflix, right?
Correct.
It's not even for like TV shows or TV channels anymore.
Exactly. And if you want to get news or whatever, you can just go on YouTube, just watch it from the respective news channels there. That's why TV is like, and I'm scared that radio is gonna follow suit. Yeah. But it's gonna be probably in the next.
It's not soon. It's definitely not soon.
I would say soon, man.
Really? I think maybe 5 years minimum.
I would say 5 years.
Yeah.
I would say 5 years. But with radio is, like, look at Howard Stern, for instance.
Yep.
He's been doing radio for 30 years.
He's killing it still, man.
And he's still doing radio.
Yeah.
It's because people want to hear that voice.
Yeah.
You can have a Spotify playlist. You can have banging songs that plays for like an hour, 2 hours. But some people just want to hear the familiarity of the voice.
Like, it's like a guide to music in a way.
Kind of.
Yeah, someone's like talking you through the day and like just, play
Kind
songs in between. I actually do enjoy that. That's what I enjoyed about radio. When I was younger, I was always on, honestly can't remember the name of the channel. Yeah. I think could be Hits.
Okay.
But they used to play like really like late night, they play like really not mainstream songs.
Okay.
It's either really old songs or like some random local song. I don't know what it is. But you get like good stuff.
Yeah.
I used to sleep. I have to sleep with radio on back then.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. I used to play like with the radio on, like those huge ass.
The boombox?
Yeah, the boombox. I just put it on for the whole day. Like I don't know. I like the idea of like someone talking.
Right.
Like the noise. It helps, man.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Now I don't listen to radio anymore. I actually don't know why it stopped. I guess it's okay. Maybe for me, when radio died for me was when my music taste changed. So I just step out of pop music, right? So then I'm just like, you know what? They don't play the songs I want to hear.
Right.
So I'm just gonna like, you know what? I'm just gonna like put my own playlist on my phone. Just gonna like fuck with that shit then.
No, that's what it is. It's the freedom of choice these days that people have.
Yeah.
Back then, you didn't have a choice. Back then, if you had a car, your only choice was a tape cassette deck, a CD changer, and radio. Yep. Now you have your smartphone, an aux cord or a Bluetooth. Yep. You're set. You are your own DJ.
Yep, that is true. Yeah. That is true. So, I mean, the Fly FM boys, the three of you, you guys are doing a lot of crazy shit on TikTok.
I would just say crazy. I would just say we want to be fucking viral.
So I met Hafiz. Hafiz at the event. Yeah. So he's talking about. So I asked him like, why do you guys are like doing so much TikTok now? Right. They say it's supposed to you.
No, honestly,
they say you were always on TikTok looking at
girls.
Yeah, girls.
Yes. Yeah. I downloaded TikTok. You can go follow me. And you can see that I have uploaded nothing. I have no videos uploaded. It's because I like to watch other people do stuff. Yeah. But RD and Hafiz, they actually do the TikTok.
Yeah, RD is doing a lot as well.
He's doing a lot, like a shitload of TikTok videos. And Hafiz as well. Hafiz knows all the TikTok dances. Shit. So whenever Fly FM has to do a TikTok dance on video and stuff, Hafiz will teach us how to do it. But I don't dance. Yeah. So that's why it's so like...
cringy,
mega cringe. Yeah. But hey, man, whatever. If it gets the views, it gets the views. Right. That's what TikTok is to me. It's just a platform to go viral.
Yeah. I mean, and somehow you don't need to have followers to be viral, right?
No, you don't. Yeah. That's
the beauty of the app, I think.
Yeah, the algorithm is crazy. They have a For You page, and if people liked your video, it could have like 1 million views, but then the followers would be like 23. Yeah, it's crazy. Because sometimes people just don't like the other content of that user.
Yeah. Like even for me, like honestly, I still think the dancing stuff, it's pretty fucking cringe, man.
Yeah, of course. It's all cringe. Like even when like the girls do it or the guys do it, it's again, it's the same fucking dance. It's just with a different person. So exactly, I don't understand it.
And the fucked up part is like people when they'll do it in public.
Yeah.
Right? They'll put their phone against the wall and they just start dancing. I'm like, I feel like just taking a video of you guys doing it, I'm like, do you guys not see what you guys look like right now?
Yeah.
It looks fucking weird, man. I'm like, dude, okay. Maybe they're shameless. I don't know. They got balls to do it. I cannot see myself doing it, man. I've been told many times, like, you know what? You should get into TikTok, man. That's like the next thing. I do believe that it's the next thing.
It is, but
the dancing stuff is like.
But the dancing stuff is only a part of TikTok. There's
TikTok,
other stuff. Like,
exactly.
If you're on TikTok now, there's fucking doctors, lawyers on TikTok selling their shit.
Oh, fuck, for real?
Yeah.
Shit.
So they've used that as a platform to gain clients.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Oh shit! If that thing flies, if that thing actually works well, Instagram's gonna die, man.
It works. All the doctors, all the lawyers, all these professionals are using TikTok as a platform to grow their followers and to grow their clientele, and it works. So now, if you are, this is the year 2020.
Yeah.
You need to have video editing skills.
Yes, 100%. I
you
agree.
You need to have it.
I agree.
Yeah.
But TikTok makes it easier for you, right? In the sense, it's basically super easy. They have everything there already. They have templates for you. You just have to like pick a template you want to use and just do it.
Man, my 6-year-old nephew knows how to edit videos on TikTok. I don't even know how to do that shit. What the fuck?
I downloaded it, just like looking at it. I was like, should I not? I was like, I don't know, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, if you download TikTok, you'll waste 8 hours of your life.
Seriously, it's that addictive?
It's fucking addictive because you just go like this. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Just flip.
Damn.
Just flip. Like for Instagram, it's all just pictures, right?
Pictures.
And then occasionally a video or two. But with TikTok, it's all videos. And then some of these videos are just so random and so stupid that you want to watch it over and over and over again.
True. But do you agree? Like, actually, honestly, for me,
the
internet for me is really a space for like dumb shit.
Of course,
I just feel like it is. Like, if you think about it right now, right? Like people who are in Malaysia at least, people who are successful. If you think about it, they're actually most of them they're doing dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Like, a good example would be like Harvin.
Yeah.
Or like Ryan.
Yeah.
Harry Cock.
Yeah.
Like all these guys are just like they're not saying. They don't look professional.
Yeah.
They just do dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And they're making money out of it.
Yes.
And people I keep thinking about, like, you know, why would you want to spend so much time trying to like think of a nice ass story and shit where you can just literally just do something dumb.
Yeah.
You know, run out of the store with the shoes on and shit like that. It is so simple, but it works so well.
I know. And that's why people do it.
Exactly.
Because it works so well and it's simple. You don't have to come up with a storyboard or anything like that. It's just if you make it a viral trend, that's what's going to bring in numbers. Yep. And numbers equals money.
Yep.
That's what it is.
That's true.
That's what it is.
Like, this is what I'm trying to do more now in Masses as well.
Yeah.
Because they used to just, I mean, they have like dumb stuff occasionally, but it's always like conversational dumb stuff.
Yeah.
There's never really like, we do dumb stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys here, well, I have a lot of dumb ideas. There's one. But
name one dumb idea that you have.
Well, name one dumb idea. Well, there's one. Okay, I can't name it to you now. I gotta like really, cause how my ideas come up is quite weird lah. So it's usually 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I have all this weird shit in my head.
Okay, sure.
So I write it down to Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually it goes me.
Of course.
Yeah, then I usually forget about it. But there's a lot of things that I want to do.
Why don't you just write it on a notepad?
Yeah, that's the thing. I need to make a habit of writing notes down. I will just be no, because I have all this like crazy shit in my head, you know. But it's so hard to like write it down in words.
Yeah.
Right. So I try to explain to them, they'll never understand it. But I'm like I keep finding the right way to explain it, but they never get it. So they're just like, you're dumb. I was like, no, man. You gotta like
just next time if you can't find the words, just do what my 6-year-old nephew does. Just draw it out, okay?
No, I just like shoot it. I just shoot it for the fucks of it and just like see how it looks like. If it's fucked up, then I'm like, you know what, fine.
It's alright, you can delete it. It's alright. And then just move on and just keep on going.
Yeah, but I honestly think the dumb stuff works.
It
works.
does.
Like we posted so recently politics has some dumb shit happening, right?
Yeah.
So this guy made a recap meme using one of the scene in Mean Girls.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so we reposted that. So okay, shout out to the guy for, you know, I don't know what you're eating at the time, but good job on making that.
No, for him to actually think of that.
Yeah, it's so random, dude.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you can pick that one specific scene from that specific movie
Yeah.
and kind of like lay it out the whole entire thing, right? I was like, wow, that's kind of like, I don't know what were you doing at that time. Like, that's what I want to know. What were you doing at that time, man? Like,
Sometimes it's just like a light bulb moment.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
But he did. So we got a bit of shit from that.
Why?
Because we got the video from one of our guys.
Okay.
So we're like, who made this video?
Right.
He's like, I don't know.
Oh, so you couldn't
So
credit.
we couldn't credit it. So then
Ah.
yesterday, someone sent to me like, oh, is this guy copying what Masses did or like taking credit for it? It's like, oh, no. I'm like, why did he say that? You know, we were taking credit or some shit. And then he's like, oh no, this is the actual creator lah. So we credited him yesterday lah. He's like a videographer or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So kudos to that guy. Like that shit, fucking blew up on our platform.
Yeah, no, you shared it, and a couple of my friends also
Yeah.
shared it.
Yeah.
It went super viral.
Yep.
Instantly, 24 hours.
Yep. And that's a fucking good, one of the best as of the year 2020 so far. One of the best memes I've seen lah. Like in terms of our politics situation, that's good, man. Like it works lah. It's a serious problem.
Yeah.
But make fun of it and it turns you into like numbers. It gets you numbers. It gets you views and shit. So
Yeah.
I'm like, wow,
and it gets
shit.
you laughs as well.
Exactly. So I'm like, wow, this. we owe it to that guy.
Of
I mean,
course.
obviously, if I see you, I'll buy you dinner lah. But I don't know where you are.
What's his name?
That's a good question. Let me just. I actually cannot remember his name. I only saw his name.
But you credited him, right?
Yeah, we credit. His name is
okay.
Dean Shari. Dean Shari.
Dean Shari.
Dean Shari.
Dean Shari.
Dean Shari. Good job, man.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So it's like it's a formula that works lah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, if people ask me like why you don't do any cool stuff, I don't know, man. I just feel like the cool stuff is easy to do.
What's cool stuff?
I don't know, man. Like, hype beast shit. You do like hype beast stuff, content, like, complex shopping, shit like that.
Oh.
Like, sure, that is cool to look at.
Sure.
But at the same time, the Malaysian market for shit like that is not big.
Right.
It's not as big as like the States.
Yeah.
Right. Compared to like, say, complex is huge.
Yeah.
Everybody fucking seekers since like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like here it's just a thing. Maybe like what 5-6 years ago it became big.
Yeah.
So even for us now, I can see like even for Masses, like we used to be a platform focused on sneakers and streetwear. Eventually we got to see ourselves branch out from that because there's only so much we can talk about this.
Yeah.
Because we don't, like, we can't, if you compare ourselves to Hypebeast, we're losing because they get the shit first. Because everything drops in States, they have a team in the States, so they get all this news first before we do. And most of the time, we don't get the drops, so we have to end up going online, right? So it's kind of like,
we have to raffle.
yeah, we have to raffle. It's kind of sad lah, but it's what it is lah. It's sad lah.
No, because I mean, like you said, we're just small potatoes.
Yeah.
We're small potatoes in a huge ass pond.
Because I think for Malaysia at least, I feel like it's still very far behind from a lot of like different, at least with the States lah, in terms of the media side, what they're doing, in terms of creating content. They're all very different.
Yeah.
Like the stuff we do now, they probably done it like years ago.
Yeah, but that's okay as long as we Malaysians, take a stand and then we actually do it. That's why kudos to everyone at Masses and everyone, on Street Thing and all that. They've been doing it, or you guys have been doing it for years and years end. Because when I first moved into KL in 2008, 2009, there was a scene, but it was not as big as I expected it to be. Yeah. It was very small. I remember if I wanted to get like Nike SBs, I had to go to Ms. 29. Ms. 29 in Sungai Wang. And that was like the only shop that would carry like Nike SBs up until showroom. Yeah. And then to get fitted caps, 5950s, Nizam, Crooks. Yeah. He brought those in, authorized. All that shit blew up. And that was just 10 years ago. Yeah. And the scene is just completely different because I remember going to like KLCC in 2008, 2009. People would be wearing like football jerseys with like bata slippers and stuff like that. But now you see the kids at KLCC Park, they're all dressed to the nines. Yep. Off-white, whatever it is, Ralph tees, Carhartt, WIP, everything just decked out, even if it's real or fake. Yep. they will still go decked out, and to me that's amazing because the culture just grew like a bushfire. Yep.
And I mean, people are producing fakes because it sells.
Yeah.
People are looking for shit like that.
Like even Pestle Motor, they started in 2010.
Yeah.
And then just recently, we found out that Petaling Street had Pestle Motor as well.
What, for real?
They've been knocking
God damn, bro.
That's like crazy.
Oh,
Like,
that I didn't know. Wow, that's actually quite. It's a in a good way. It's kind of like a compliment.
Of course it is.
Yeah, man. It's like, wow, shit. They're actually ripping us off at selling fakes.
there you go.
Yeah,
That's like you say, yeah, that's a compliment.
Yeah, it's the way it's a compliment. It means you made it with the big boys.
You made it.
Yeah. Because the fact that they'll spend money to print your shit on a t-shirt, that's like, okay.
Right?
I'm like, damn. Wow, shit.
Yeah, man.
Petaling Street, man. You literally can get everything there.
I know.
I wonder who else they actually do besides Pestle Motor. I wonder if they do anyone else.
Dude, they probably do, because if you've been to Petaling Street recently, it's different. Now they have like a streetwear section.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And the streetwear section is like where they sell grade A fakes. You know, you got the grade A, the triple A, the double A and shit right there. So then I think you can get like a pair of Yeezys for around $80.
Oh, it's still not cheap though.
It's not cheap.
God damn.
It's not cheap because they say kono na. It's like the 1-to-ones, but it's obviously not a 1-to-one. It's a very bad fake.
Yeah.
Don't go to Petaling Street and buy it. Okay, I'm not advertising this. I'm just saying that there is a section in Petaling Street now with high-end streetwear.
Yeah.
You can even buy your Balenciaga t-shirts and caps there. Obviously, it'll say Balangagaga, but not Balenciaga. It'll be different.
But it's crazy though. Like the fakes in Malaysia, we have a lot of fakes, man. Way too many fakes. But it helps with the economy for some reason. Yeah.
How?
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure it contributes to like creating jobs in factories for people and shit. Right? Because you're producing materials anyway.
You know what? You have a point.
Right? Technically, you are creating jobs because
you're a job creator.
Yeah, you are a job creator.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because you're basically Petaling Street would have no Petaling Street if there's no fakes.
Yes.
If you think about it, right?
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
I think 50%. I wouldn't say 60, maybe 50%. I'm just being nice. Is fake.
Yeah.
Right? The rest is like handcrafted stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
For sure.
if you take away that 50% for fakes, then like 50% of the people there wouldn't have jobs, man. This is
Yo, you bring up such a great point, you know?
economics, bro.
It is economics, yes.
You know, the supply and the demand, lah.
Yeah, correct.
Because they're surviving because people are buying it anyway.
Yeah.
And I can tell a lot of people buy it.
Yeah.
Actually, we used to work near Times Square.
Yeah.
Right, that's our old office. So Sungawang is nearby.
Yeah.
Petaling Street, all this shit is nearby.
Yeah.
Every time you walk out the office and go into Times Square, you see a lot of people wearing fake Supreme, wearing fake like all sorts of fake. Even in Times Square itself, upstairs they sell like Supreme Rip and Deep collabs.
Oh, yeah.
Collabs you don't even exist in this world, they sell it there.
That's the best. When you know when people are wearing fakes and they don't know it.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
I know.
I mean, not to sound like a snobbish kind of guy or whatever, but if you thought this was real and you bought it for like 13 ringgit, you should slap yourself on the face.
Exactly, right?
All right. I remember there was that one Malaysian celebrity. He goes by the name of Awal. He got caught
Wearing
because
a fake Supreme, right?
he was wearing a fake Supreme. It was like a sweater.
Yeah.
But the box logo was like huge. It looked like a fucking billboard on the sweater. And then he goes defending himself, saying, I bought it from a legitimate store online. He even pasted the website and stuff like that. And everyone was just like, no, bro, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real. And then eventually he just disabled the comments. So one thing is, you know, you buy fakes. Another thing is to be ignorant about it.
Exactly.
That's bad.
Right? And a lot of them, no, okay, this is what I think with that situation, right? So it's like, if let's say you walk past Najib, you know he's a rich dude, right?
Yeah.
So you see him wearing a Rolex, if it's a fake Rolex, you wouldn't think it's fake.
No.
Correct? Because you're successful.
Yeah.
And I'm just assuming that there's no way you're going to buy a fake Rolex,
Yeah.
right? So it's the same with all these celebrities. I think in some ways they're ignorant of that whole fact because they're like, you know what, I'm famous, I can afford it.
Yeah.
So most likely, what are the odds of me buying a fake? And if
Right.
I do buy a fake, you know, people are going to know it's a mistake.
Yeah.
But there's also some celebrities who actually
Buy fakes.
They know it's fake.
And they know it's fake.
Because like there's a lot of these like online stores in
Yeah.
Malaysia, like Instagram stores.
Yes.
Right? So they'll approach these influencers.
Yeah.
I'll give you all this shit.
Right.
You know, a Supreme bag, Supreme cap,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. Just take everything.
Yeah.
You know, just do a post for me.
Yeah.
So they just do a post about it and then, you know, our streetwear police and everyone is like, oh bro. They share your real shit.
Actually,
And
this
then
one is a fake.
There was a big there was this like big thing with this Instagram account. So they
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, something buster lah. I won't give a full name because
Yeah,
you guys
I
are scumbags as well lah. But these guys, when they started off, I feel like they're doing a good thing.
I thought
because
so
it
too.
was educating.
No,
you know?
I thought so
Yeah.
too.
because you at least you kind of in a way you're educating people on how to identify fakes.
Yeah.
And then it went to like a personal,
It did.
agenda. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna like call this guy out because I don't like him.
Right.
Yeah, I'm start talking shit.
Yeah.
Even they caused the whole problem for Sneakerla last year as well because the AJ one Travis Scott low. So there's a lot of different basically the stitches, some of it look different.
Right.
So let's say if it's manufactured from China,
there's
a bit the sole is the inside that shoe, what do you call that?
The insole?
The insole is different.
Yeah.
Right. So this guy got like from China. So this guy got like from, I don't know, manufactured in different factory, right? So they compared just because it looked different a little bit. And like, oh, this guy should be fake. So he straight away tell them that it's fake.
Right.
But it's actually not fake. It's just a different factory.
Right.
Right. So it's really hard to tell a fake nowadays even.
It is.
So this guy made a whole issue out of it and just like, people are like telling us, oh, you shouldn't let this brand come in here if they're selling fakes.
Yeah.
So we had to do a whole like dumbass investigation for nothing.
Gosh.
In the end, we found out it's not fake. So like the fuck, bruv.
Right.
So people like that, like if you're doing it for the culture, do it for the culture, lah.
Right.
Don't be a bitch about it, lah. Like everybody. I mean, sometimes people buy fakes. I mean, I'll just say this right now. A lot of big sneakerheads that I know, they used to buy fakes when they're younger, because it's expensive, lah. They can't afford, lah.
Yeah.
So it happens, right? It's one of those things. And we live in Malaysia, lah, bro. We buy fake DVDs as well. Right? I mean, the fact that
it's like if you're not Malaysian if you haven't bought a fake item.
Yeah. And if you're gonna say like, you buy fake shoes and stuff, but come on, bro. You buy fake DVDs. You download illegally on the internet.
No, absolutely.
What's the difference, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you're gonna support fake, support original, then all the way, lah. Everything original, lah. You better buy original DVDs and shit, lah.
Some cannot afford the money.
That's true. It's expensive though.
The money.
It's expensive. Honestly, Malaysia is one of the best place to live in for gamers even.
Yeah.
Because like I remember PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah.
In the States they don't have fakes, right?
No, okay. That's good. That's a very good point you brought that up. Okay, so whenever I would come here, it was during the summer, my summer holidays. So when I came here when I was like 12 or 13 years old, I had a PlayStation back then. So I think that was a PS1 or PS2.
Yeah.
And then I went to the video game store, and obviously all the games were like 10 ringgit, 15 ringgit, right? And I go to my dad, I was like, why the fuck is it cheaper here than it is in the States? And then my dad goes, I don't know. So I bought the game, and I put it in my PS1, and obviously it just fucked up my PlayStation 1 because I didn't know it was a copy. It was a burned copy disc. And then the next summer, I was like, okay, I'm going to take my PlayStation and I'm going to see what they can do to it. And they're like, oh, we can mod your PlayStation. And I was like, what do you mean mod my PlayStation? Like, yeah, we can mod your PlayStation so that it can start playing fake games, copied games. Yeah. And I was like, can it still play the original disc? They're like, no. Like once you do this,
it's gone. The whole original is gone.
You cannot take the step back. And I was like, I'm gonna fake it all the way. So what I did was I took because to mod the thing,
it's cheap.
It was cheap. It's cheap. And then you're gonna save so much money on all these copied discs or whatever. But
a lot of money.
It was just so bad because I remember just coming in and just buying a shitload of games and never playing them.
Yep.
Because it's too many.
It's too many. You can't finish. Yeah.
You can't finish it.
Same for me. Like when I found out how much PlayStation 1 games I bought, I was like, Jesus Christ, I don't even know if I played 50% of that shit, man.
Exactly.
But it was like $5 a copy, $9 a copy. And I never knew, like, because when you see like advertisements on games and stuff, like the legit ones, they put like, it's $59.99 or like, US dollars. So I'm like, since when the hell are games so expensive? At that time I was like, honestly, I didn't know the whole fake thing until like PS3 came out. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah. So the whole while I was like, why are PS3 games so expensive? Like, you know what? Because they can't crack it. So I'm like, oh. So the games are like $150. And I'm like, oh, really? But back then the games are like, what, $9?
Exactly.
Fucking 3 for 10 or shit. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous deals, man. So I'm like, why is it so expensive now? Even now, gaming is expensive, man.
It is.
It's like suddenly now they found out the right recipe of like how to like
not to forge it.
Not to forge it.
Yeah.
But it only works with consoles.
Yes.
PC is still the same.
Of course. You can just download it.
Exactly, man. Yeah. For education purposes. I'm going to say it outright right now. Education purposes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So Malaysia is essentially like a nice place to live, man. Honestly, like, because if we had to deal with the way that US works,
right?
I think fuck, our money is weak as fuck, man.
Yeah,
if we had to pay for like $50 per game, man, nobody's gonna play games anymore, man.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, man. So I think honestly, it's kind of nice to stay here. We get to enjoy like,
hey, life is good here. Okay, take it from me. Take it from an American who's been living here for the past 10 years.
So you like it here better than there?
Of course. This is, even though I never grew up here, but this is like now my home. Malaysia is my home.
Yeah.
And, you know, like 10 years ago, I was a completely different person. I even looked different. I was super skinny.
Yeah.
And now, like, I'm fat as shit. But I enjoy it because I enjoy the fucking food.
Yeah, the food is great, man.
The food is so good over here. And, you know, the people are super nice.
Yep.
And we don't have any, like, natural disasters, knock on wood. Rarely, you know. The only thing that I complain is maybe the weather. The weather is just too hot.
It's too hot. Like today is fucking hot, man.
Today's like 37 degrees
Really?
Celsius. I checked.
It's fucking hot outside. I went out for a while. I was like, fuck this, man.
You will die.
Yeah, I'll stay indoors. Yeah, all of Malaysia is fucking hot. Other than that, it's a beautiful place.
Of course.
Like if we had 4 seasons here, it's a perfect country, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, I think it's perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
I really like the winter. Just like, you know, food overseas is just like.
Yeah.
I mean, you get nice Western food.
Yeah.
But you don't get nice Asian food.
No.
It's rare, man. Like I was in the UK for like 3 years or 4 years.
You eat fish and chips every day?
The fish and chips is rubbish, dude.
It is.
It is like, I feel like our fish and chips is nicer than theirs. Because theirs is just like some weird ass, thick ass batter and just like,
And they like to put that weird, the vinegar.
Malt vinegar. Yeah.
I don't like that. That's weird.
I don't
I
know
like
what
the
that shit
lemon. The lemon
is.
is...
lemon is standard. And tartar sauce, right?
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm like, fuck, they don't even do tartar sauce. They do like mayonnaise.
And they do curry as well.
Oh, really?
They use
They
use curry dip for their
yeah.
fish and chips. I was like, whoa. All right.
So, you know, now that you've been doing radio for 10 years.
Yes.
So what if you're not doing radio? What would you be doing? Aside from DJing.
So this is a topic that came up just recently because there might be a situation where I might leave radio for this.
Right.
I may want to go back to the United States of America.
Okay.
Just because I've enjoyed my time in Malaysia eating their glorious food. So in the United States, I grew up outside of Washington, D.C.
Right.
There was Malaysian restaurants, but they would always get shut down because the food was terrible.
Oh, I think I get where you're going with this.
It's
I think I remember you
terrible.
talking to us about this before. Yeah.
Like roti canai was around $12 to $15. Nasi lemak was $25. Okay, and it was shit. It was just complete shit. So my idea is to go back to the States, open a food truck, and open up a nasi lemak food truck.
Nice.
Just the way that you have it here in Malaysia, where the auntie will, you know, wake up 5 in the morning and then she'll be at the stall 6 to 8 a.m. Peak time, and she'll just sell out of her van or whatever and the pre-packed nasi lemak.
Yeah.
So we'll make it at home, but have it pre-packed, and then if they want like ayam goreng or whatever the fixins, they can always add on top of that. And I think that would be a lucrative business because
fly, man.
nasi lemak is liked by so many people, but in America, for some reason, Malaysian food hasn't flown off yet.
Yeah.
So far, Thai food has, Chinese food has, Indian food has, Japanese food has, but when it comes to Southeast Asian food, so far Vietnamese food, Vietnamese pho restaurants.
Yeah.
They're the king so far. And Thai restaurants, they're all over the place. Every block has a Thai restaurant. But when you go to a city, it might not even have a Malaysian restaurant.
Yeah.
It's very rare for a Malaysian restaurant to pop in the States.
Yeah.
And if it is there, it's not good.
True. I agree with you.
It's not good. So yeah, that I would quit DJing. I would quit radio to become a nasi lemak seller.
Have you like, so you're gonna do it yourself? You're gonna cook it and everything?
I am. I have my mom's recipe. My mom makes
nice.
bomb nasi lemak.
You should do a tasting party here, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I have to.
Yeah.
Because I need the approval of Malaysians,
yeah,
right?
that's true.
Before the white people.
So funny story about the Malaysian food in America. So my dad's one of his cousins, I think.
Yeah.
So they migrated like maybe 10, 20 years ago. They migrated to the States. I can't remember which part of it.
Okay.
So they opened a Chinese restaurant there.
Nice.
Bro, they made shit tons of money. So they came back after like 20 years later. They're rich. You know,
Yeah.
they retired. So I'm like, you know, if you make so much money, I'm sure like you must be good lah. It must taste great and shit.
Yeah.
So then they cooked for us one day. And I was like, so you made millions selling shit like that? I was like, are you serious, dude? I was like, yeah. They're like, white people's taste buds are fucking confusing, man. They just don't, you know, sweet and sour chicken will just be really sweet.
Yes.
That's it. It's not even sour. It's just really sweet chicken. This is weird.
Different.
It's really different, dude. When I cook, I was like, wow, man, this kind of flavor, like if you put it you start this restaurant here, you get fucked, dude.
Yeah.
No one's gonna come.
For sure.
Yeah, but over there they're like, fuck, every day people are coming takeouts. It's like hot thing there.
Chinese takeout is on every street corner in America.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's nuts. I think this is a real statistic. They said that there are more Chinese takeout restaurants than McDonald's restaurants in America.
Yeah,
How crazy is that?
I'm not surprised though.
Yeah.
The most Chinese is taking over the world. Man. Like when I went to UK, like honestly, I was like, because I went there alone. I didn't plan it with like any friends. Let's go study to in UK together. I was just like, you know what? I like it sounds nice there.
Yeah.
So I'm just go and just do it on my own lah. So
Right.
I went over. So like, you know what? I'm not gonna see a lot of Malaysians and shit. So I'm like gonna make white friends.
Sure.
I'm like, okay. So I checked in my dorm. Then when all my flatmates came, they're all Malaysians.
Hey, Lan Chao, hey,
Then the moment they come, it's like, oh, you staying here? It's like, yeah. Hey, where you from, huh? KL. I was like, oh, okay. So it's one lah. So then 4 other fellas came. We all from? All Chinese, Oh, we're from Malaysia. I was like, what are the odds, right? So then I was like, because I remember there's like an option, right? So you can choose whether you want to have those co-ed or like with the same sex shit lah.
Right.
So obviously I pick mix lah.
Right.
Not because I'm a asshole or anything.
No,
it's
it's
just
because
nice.
you want to get to know girls.
Yeah, I get to know girls.
Yeah, exactly.
So then I thought like, I get to have white friends, since because I don't have any Malaysian friends there, right? So I thought I'll make white friends, and shit. So then everyone's Malaysian. Then I found out the entire block that I'm staying in,
Yeah.
they're all Malaysians.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
I think it's a Malaysian hall, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like they do that just so that you guys won't be bullied or something.
Man.
Are you sure?
No, because honestly, like at the end of the day, I feel like at least all the Malaysians that I know that stayed in that same building as me,
Yeah.
we all end up spending more time together than actually going out to meet other people.
Yeah.
It's bad though.
No, it is. It's super bad. It's the same thing with the Malaysian students in the States as well.
Oh, shit.
Because my dad used to take care of them when he had his travel agencies. So he would say that all the Malaysian kids would always stick around with the other Malaysian kids. They would always stick around. And I remember seeing that at the embassy. Like, they would just be super sticky.
Yeah.
And no white friends, no black friends, no Hispanic friends, whatever. It always has to be Malaysian on Malaysian.
Yep. And I find it super annoying though.
It is annoying.
Like it's like a whole point you getting out to a different country is so you can get exposed to different cultures.
Yeah.
No, end up being with the same bunch of people and trying to learn, let's figure out how to cook a good Chinese meal in UK.
Right.
Like we end up doing that most of the time, and I'm like, so when I left the UK, I came back, I was like, I don't think I can count my 10 fingers. I can probably count the amount of white friends that I have.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, it's not a lot, bro.
But you could have broke your.
Yeah, I broke off with it. Like I made a lot of friends from training jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
So at least I met a lot of locals there.
Nice.
But in my unit itself, zero.
None. Not even in your class.
My class, the fucked up. I'm the only Asian in my class. So I'm the only Chinese guy.
Okay.
So everybody fucking shuns the Chinese guy.
Why?
It is fucking sad, bro. When I was there, my first orientation.
Back then, coronavirus wasn't even existed.
And
so why would they shun you?
I don't know. It's not that they shun me literally. They just don't talk to me. Like I'll try and make conversation, but they'll just give me a one line, and then I'll be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm not cool enough. I don't know, man. And then the crazy part is so this one guy told me, you know what? Maybe it's your accent. So I'm like,
oh man.
I'm like, you understand me now, right? He said, yeah. So I when I mock the accent, they don't even think I'm mocking. They actually think I'm speaking to them properly, but I'm just mocking them. I just put that fake ass, hello, how are you today, mate?
Oh,
then they're like,
man.
they reply to me as if I'm making conversation. So I'm like, I was like, hey, wait, you know I'm mocking you, right? It's like, oh really? I kind of like that though. I was like,
but it's your accent is pretty good. That's why.
It's pretty shit. Though.
No, that's. But if I do it, it'll be fucking cartoonish.
No man,
hello, mate. Hello.
The weirdest thing about the culture there is they don't say hi. They just go you're right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I was just there. Everybody's like, you're right. I was like, I mean,
and they say in it.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, what is there not alright about me, man? And they're like, oh no, that's the way we say how are you. I was like, okay. They walk around, you're right.
Yeah, it's like that in the States too. Like if you hang out with the blacks or the Latinos or even the Asian people, they're like, you good? You good?
Yeah,
you good?
yeah.
You good?
Actually, black people always say, if you ask me,
you good?
Even in France, dude, they do the same thing in the French language. They'll be like, ça va? Which is like, are you okay? Or something like that. Yeah. So it's quite interesting. But UK was fun. Actually, honestly, I love the whole thing about the music there. Music is amazing. The music culture, at least.
Yeah.
Here, music culture is still sad. I mean, I really wish that most of these guys here, they're doing great work, but they just don't get noticed.
Yeah.
It's tough here, man.
It is tough. Even working in radio and then getting these guys on radio, it's tough because you have to justify why should we put them on radio. And I say because their music is good. And then they go, okay, if their music is good, how come they don't have the numbers? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't explain this to you, this phenomenon or whatever, because in order for you to have songs on our playlist and stuff like that, we'll have a survey, and then once we get the results in, that will see if they get on heavy rotation or they get played once in a while and stuff like that. So maybe it's the people that we surveyed. Yeah, they're just not into local music or whatever. Yeah, but for me, local music is super good. Yeah. It's way better than before, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. And to put local musicians on national radio is what it should be.
Yeah, because it like it's true. I agree with that, because it's kind of dumb. Like, we have our own radio station here, right? Why we have our own music here? Why are we playing music from the West?
Exactly. I mean,
sure, it helps you get listeners on, but at the same time, like.
But it's another instance of white worshipping. Yeah. Or Western worshipping. Yep. And it's really bad. Yep. I have to agree with that. And also, if you are a Malaysian band, you can speak in Bahasa, you can speak in Hokkien, you can speak in Tamil, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't have to have English. Like, if English was not your first language, you don't have to be, trying so hard. Yeah, exactly. That's like I remember the first days during Too Fat days. Too Fat did a phenomenal job because they were rapping about stuff and they had this new sound, but all their songs were English.
Yep. Yes. When they started, all English.
It was all English, and it was a hit. Yep. And then all of a sudden they did like a 360 and they started doing songs in Bahasa. And it was even a bigger hit because now they're targeting the mass market. Mass Malay, yeah. And I thought that was genius because it was like the balik. Yeah. I thought they should have came out as Malay first, or Bahasa first and then English, but then they came out English first and then Malay. And that just blew my mind. Yeah. Because when I first heard like Malik rap in English, I was like, wow, this guy's good.
Yeah. And you honestly don't sound local at all.
At all. Born and raised, man. Born and raised in Malaysia. And then you hear Malik speaking or rapping in Bahasa, and you're like, oh, fuck. This guy's a fucking poet. Yeah.
They're good, man.
They're fucking good.
Too bad they're all doing their own thing now.
Yeah, man.
Man, since you're a DJ, like, your passion is DJing, right?
It used to be.
Not anymore?
I don't know, man. Like, I used to, every day, I used to just spend like 5 to 6 hours in my bedroom alone, not doing what you think I'm doing. Okay, not that. That one takes only 1 minute. This one 5 to 6 hours, because I would always be learning something. Like, when you're a scratch DJ, you want to learn all these different scratches. There's like the chirp. There's the flare.
There's different ways of scratching. Even.
Yeah. Shit. So to get the sound that you want, so you have to actually learn the technique on how to do it. Like, pull the fader forward, pull the fader back, pull the record back forward, and stuff like that. So it's very technical. Yeah. So I would just spend hours in my room just cutting up records. Yeah. It's just like a skateboarder spending hours at the skate park trying to land that one trick. Right. It's just like that as a scratch DJ. Except you're on turntables.
How does the battle thing work, though?
The which one?
Like DJ battles.
DJ battles. Okay, DJ battles. Usually they're around 6 to 10 minutes, depending on what DJ battle it is. Yeah. So basically, you're battling another DJ with records. Back then, it was just records, without Serato, without all this digital shit. So basically, you had to literally dig through crates and crates of records to find these sounds. Yeah. That will say, like, Mortal Kombat, like, I will finish you and shit like that. And you have to be precise about it. So you have to dig through thousands.
So you got to find the right... Oh, shit, that's tough, dude.
That was mega tough. So that's why you got to respect all these DJs back then. The old G's had to dig through different crates just to get these different sounds and different phrases just for a battle.
You wouldn't know it's there for sure, right?
Exactly. Shit. So they just have to, listen to the record, and then if they know the record, it has that sound or it has that phrase, they'll put it in their system. Damn. So when you go to a battle, when you go to a DJ battle, you'll see, you'll hear DJs battling each other, not with their mouth, but with their hands and their techniques. They'll beat juggle, they'll scratch, and the best person with the best technique, we'll win that prize.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Like I recently got into like sampling.
Yeah.
But I was sampling mostly on the interface, the
Yep.
DAW. So, because lo-fi hip hop is a fucking huge thing now.
Yeah.
Man. I fucking love that shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I found out like it's not that hard to like sample from old music.
Yeah.
Just take like bits and pieces. It's fun lah. Like
It's fun.
I actually thought about it like buying a really cheap record player where I can sample old records on the computer. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. It's fucking cool, man. It's like I didn't know about the whole like scratching thing and all this kind of weird shit. Like I never knew, but I thought scratching was just like one thing. It's one technique, which is just like the it's the pretty standard one lah. Right?
The wiki.
The pretty one that you hear everywhere lah. But
Yeah,
I didn't know it goes deeper than that, man.
It goes deep. Turntablism is a huge culture.
Shit, I didn't know. But like turntables are huge here because there's a lot of people collecting now.
Yeah.
Like they're more like more of a hobbies, but not DJs lah.
Yeah.
Because my brother is like crazy in that shit. A lot of people are. It's crazy how the old shit is all making it now. Like all the old shit is bringing back film cameras,
everything.
Thinking all the vintage stuff is just like making a comeback.
Dude, it makes a loop.
That's true.
They say that about fashion as well.
Yeah.
Every 20 years, fashion will come back.
Yep.
In full circle. And yeah, I mean, right now we're in that 90s phase where we're back into cargo pants, jeans, wolf shirts. Like I didn't realize that a wolf shirt would ever come back into full effect, but these shirts you could buy at Kmart and it was just like a picture of a wolf. And then you would just think that this is the ugliest shit ever. But then you see like people like Kanye and Travis Scott wearing it and they made it cool. And I was just like, what?
Yeah, but it's seriously, a lot of the fashion now is so heavily influenced by the West, man.
It is. I mean, like before it was like Japan, right? And all these other countries in Europe and stuff like that. But now America's like all eyes on America's
hip hop, man.
Hip hop.
Yeah. Hip hop really like just took everything and just like exploded the whole fucking fashion scene. Every fucking even like LV is trying to tap into streetwear.
Of course.
All these Chanel is trying to tap into streetwear.
Yeah.
They're all doing fucking crazy shit to tap into streetwear, man. It's fucking crazy, dude. I was like, wow. I mean, I honestly never think it would affect it this much, but no, it's crazy, dude.
I mean, as a fan of streetwear since the beginning of time, like you would never categorize streetwear with luxury.
Yep.
Ever.
Yep. So
to see it happen in this lifetime is just like
the prices are like not
streetwear,
not friendly at all.
No.
It's like really like it's going to like I'm entering the high fashion level.
Yeah, you're already
paying so much.
You're already at high fashion, but yet you
don't look high fashion.
You don't look high fashion.
It's like, I mean, let's not talk about retail price, right? It just resell itself. Like you pay like $5,000 on a shoe. That's like basically buying an LV bag or something. You can afford the high fashion shit with that amount of money.
That's right.
And honestly, they keep saying that Malaysians are poor. I'm like, fuck that shit, man. That's not true, dude.
No.
When they come to Sikala, I was like, everybody's fucking rich, dude. They're not cash rich, but they have like shit that's worth a lot of money.
Bro, I tell you this. Before Sneakerla, I went to go sell my Off-White shoes.
Yeah.
I had the Off-White Prestos, the black ones.
Yeah.
So then I sold it on Facebook Marketplace, which is great. It was super fast. And the kid messaged me and was like, hey, I'm going to be at KLCC. Can you meet me there? And I was like, okay, sure. And I thought, this kid was like 19, 20 years old. He was 13 years old.
Jesus Christ.
13 years old. And I was already, my feet size are a size 10 and a half. My Prestos were 11. And I looked at the kid and I was like, well, why the fuck do you want these shoes? Like, are you going to grow into them or something? And he was just like, yeah, I'm going to grow into them. And then I was like, all right, man, it's 2,500. You got the cash? Pulls out 2,500 cash on him. 13 years old.
Jesus Christ. Honestly, don't know what their parents are thinking giving them the money, man.
I
don't know how he get the money even, but it's crazy. Like even resellers are like under 18,
Yeah.
Like in the event itself.
Yeah.
They open booths and they're like, 16, 15? I was like, Jesus Christ, these guys are like... I mean, it's kind of cool in the way that they're learning about the business side of things. But it's
I've never seen that much money when I was that.
Me too, man.
Age.
I've seen 1,000 only when I'm like... Probably like in college trying to pay for fees and shit.
Yeah,
like that. I've never seen that amount of money ever in my life.
Ever not in my pocket.
Oh, shit,
nope.
Man. It's crazy.
Never.
Man. But yeah, man. So unfortunately, it's been an hour.
All right.
We've got to wrap things up.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna let you sign off. Do your radio thing, man.
What's my radio thing?
I don't know, man. Do your radio thing, but instead of saying Fly FM, this is cool story, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
What do I say?
Plug your channels.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Guibooo. I think it's the same as TikTok, but I don't upload any videos on TikTok, so don't follow me
He's
on
a
TikTok.
lurker. He lurks
I'm a lurker on
lurks on
TikTok.
TikTok.
I'm a lurker on Instagram as well. And you can probably catch me at your neighborhood anytime soon because I'm gonna be selling Nasi Lemak when I get out of a job.
Yeah. So
And,
is it now your shows are from 7?
No, 6 to 10 a.m.
6 to 10.
6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Fridays on Fly FM.
95.8.
Yeah, the Klang Valley.
Klang Valley. All right, man. Thanks for coming today, man.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me,
So
bro.
sick having you. You know, all the best with your Nasi Lemak. Shizzy, man, do a taste test way. I'll fucking love to try that shit.
Dude, it's on. It's
We
on.
got a lot of food critics in the office.
I know. That's why I'm fucking scared.
Especially the dude next door. He's here lah. That guy is a humongous food critic. Way.
I know. I'm fucking scared. Okay,
Nah,
just
man.
let me perfect the recipe and then I'll come through.
All good, man. Anytime. There you have it. This is Gebo from Fly FM. And this is Cool Story, bro. Peace out.